All right, what's up, guys? I just had a million like YouTube pop-ups just happen as soon as I went live. What's up, guys? My name is Jenna. I like knitting, and I go live on here. I try to do every other Sunday, depending on the schedule I have with my kids. So I go here every other Sunday to be your virtual knitting buddy. I am currently tangled, shocker, but I just started the key sweater from Petite Knits. I am still in the collar, but I did have some of my friends on TikTok vote on the yarn choice, and they voted that I do my blueberry mess, is pretty much what I've been calling it. It has no tag. I bought it discounted at a yarn shop, so it's kind of like bottom of the barrel situation. And so I am using that, and I am mixing it with some mohair, some knitting for olive mohair, and it is turning out really pretty. And then it's a two-toned sweater, so it's kind of striped pattern. The other contrast color is going to be a Rowan tweed. It's gray and it's got these dark blue flecks in it, and it's really, really pretty. So I think it'll be a nice complement. That is what my friends on TikTok voted for. So if you want more like in time knitting with me, I do post a little bit more frequently on TikTok, just showing like day by day progress is kind of what I do. I haven't been able to pick this up in a couple days though, so it has just sort of been sitting here. It was spring breaks. It was kind of a busy week. I was with my kids for most of the week, and then the rest of the week I was with my boyfriend, so it was a nice week. But hopefully you guys are having a good Sunday. I'm just gonna probably keep it quiet over here until people start popping in. I've noticed in my lives that more people tend to pop in later in the afternoon, and I know that it is still a little bit early. I think it's like noon, isn't it? 1 o'clock? I don't know. Last time I went live around 4, and I was on for quite a long time. So I think I'll trial out this time. Hopefully it works out, but I will also be live again next Sunday afternoon. Just a heads up to you guys, I will be live again then too. I don't know how long I'm gonna be on today, but I'm just gonna be, oh, thank you. I'm not sure how long I'll be on today, probably till I get the collar done, because I know that this particular pattern, hi guys, this particular pattern has German short rows and raglan stitches kind of happening all at the same time, but I do still have 3 inches left of the collar. So I think once I complete the collar, I might hop off here so that I can concentrate. That's cool. Good morning. Hello, hello. I did not assume either way, so thank you. Nice. That's cool. Hopefully you guys are having a good day so far. Thank you. I have another pair that I need to get fixed this week, so these are my backup pair. I really need to go get my other ones fixed. I am knitting the collar of a sweater. I am knitting the key sweater by Petite Knit. Looks like this, only I'm doing mine blue and gray instead of the black and white. So I'm doing a dark blue and mixing it with a white mohair to kind of soften it a little bit. And I'm just working on the collar right now. What did I do today? Chores, cleaned my house, went grocery shopping, meal prepped a little bit, and now that I'm done with that, I am just hanging out. Figured it's Sunday and I try to go live on Sundays. Thank you. How long does it take to do this? It's gonna take me a minute. It's a pretty big sweater. It's a baggier sweater, so it's more stitches. It'll take me a little while, but it's not one, like, it's already almost 100 degrees where I live, so I won't be able to wear it for a while, so I'm just kind of getting a head start on my winter clothes. It'll probably take me like a month with how my work schedule goes and my life schedule goes. Yes, I love knitting. Absolutely love knitting. Yeah, I only have like little pockets of time to knit during the week, where it might be like, 30 minutes to an hour a day. So that's not a ton of progress with a sweater, especially one that has the kind of detailing that this one does. So it'll take me some time. But I try to do it by goals of like, try to do at least 10 rounds, like this is in a circle. So I try to do like 10 rounds a day. See how I do. That usually gives me like a little bit more freedom and less pressure. But it'll take me a little while. Do you have any knitters on here right now? I don't crochet, but usually I get a lot of crocheted people. I realize there's not very many, there's only like a handful of knitters around, it seems. Everybody's hooking. Hello, hello. How much time will it take for me to complete it? Probably about a month and a half. That's my gauge at least. Once I'm done with like the raglan stitches, which is everything up here to kind of increase for sleeves. Once I'm done with that, it should be pretty smooth sailing as far as doing the striping goes. It should be pretty easy if I could do like a stripe a day is my goal. Sleeves are typically pretty quick, but this is a really like baggy, loose sweater. So more stitches, more yarn, more time. I also know ahead of time that I'm going to be playing yarn chicken with this project because this is how much I have left of this, which is actually a lot more. This is lace weight. This is very, very thin, but still, this is all I have of this. And then the contrasting color, I only have like a ball and a quarter, but this one I'm going to have a lot, a lot left. The hair tie turned out really cute. My daughter wears it. It turned out really cute. I did get an email. I'm not sure if it was from you. I got an email and the subject line said hair tie from my last live for like 2 weeks ago or something. But there was no message in there. It just said hair tie. And I don't know if like the message was locked and it wouldn't let me read it. But it was very odd. So if that was you, I apologize. But after doing some thought, I don't think that it would be financially worth it for anyone on here to purchase a hair tie because the amount of money in shipping that you would pay is like way more than what you'd be paying for the actual product. But when I am done with the project, like if I'm finishing up this sweater in a live one day and you guys want me to make another little something, I could absolutely do that. It just might be a little while. How long have I been knitting? Hello, hello, hello. How long have I been knitting? I am going on 6 years. Yeah, I think I started in like the fall of 2020. Sounds right. Oh, cool. What do you do in the apparel industry? Yeah, I'm going on 6 years. Last time I was on, I had just finished a sweater and got it blocked. It turned out really cute. It fits so nice. And so I cast this one on, and then I also bought, I don't like buying patterns because there's so many free ones, but this one was just so cool. I bought kind of like a matching one that I can knit for my kids too. So when I finish this one, I'll start making theirs, and I already have the yarn picked out for theirs, so that's cool. And those will be really quick. Those will probably take me maybe 2 or 3 weeks. Those will be fast. Just because they're smaller. But this one I am knitting, she does, how far does she go? Extra, extra small to 5XL, and I'm doing an extra small. Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations. I don't know what that means, but that's exciting to be nominated. What kind of fiber craft do you do in the industry? Do you sew or do you, oh, very cool. That's awesome. Congratulations. Do you sew or anything like that? Or do you, what kind of craftiness do you do? What do you like to do? This part of the sweater is probably the only thing I'm going to be working on today because I do still have 3 inches left. This right here is just about an inch. So it's going to be a pretty like hefty collar, and then working the short rows again is just going to be a lot of more precision as far as like me needing to pay attention. So I'm just going to get this ribbing done on the collar, and then I will, which will be a little while. My goal is to get this part done today, and then this week I'll be working on the yoke and everything like that. What do I do for work? Is that what you're asking? Like my real job? Right now I'm a preschool teacher, but at the end of this school year I will be leaving the preschool to go back into my previous field of dental. That's the field I worked in before I had my kids. And so right now I'm a teacher, and then I'll be moving on to back into the dental world, which I'm very excited about. I trained at my new office this past week, and it was awesome. So I'm pretty stoked about it. Yeah, it'll be really good. It'll be a nice change, I think. I wish I could go live on my laptop so that I could listen to some music while we were on here. But for some reason, my lives don't work on my laptop anymore. They only work through my phone. It's been like that for like a little over a year now. It just won't connect. Or it'll say I'm live, and then it'll kick me out after like 10 minutes, and then I find out I wasn't actually live the whole time. So I don't know what the deal is with that, but it works on my phone. So maybe I'll be able to sort out something. It does get quiet. But that's okay. I'm going to just concentrate a little bit. I do. I have 2 kids. I have a son and a daughter. Hello, hello. How are you? Yeah, I knit things for me and for my kids. There was a period last year where I was only knitting stuff for my kids, mostly my daughter, because I hadn't knit anything from her or for her. My son has a couple sweaters and stuff that he likes, but my daughter didn't have anything. So now I'm back into doing some selfish knits and knitting for me, and then they'll have some cute sweaters after this one that will kind of match. The pattern's just like a little bit different, but not that much. So I'm excited to get some projects done for them. Yeah, a complete family. Yeah, got my boy and my girl. Oh, I do get that a lot, but I'm 34, so I promise I am old enough to have kids. Why are you saying no? What is the no to? Thank you. I am, though. Lived many, many lives. I'm too young to have kids. 34 is not too young, I don't think. I think 34 is creeping up there as far as having young kids goes. Now, I have a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old. I thought I was 26. I wish. Almost 10 years on that one. Yeah. Nope. Not even close to 26 anymore. Closer to 36 than 26. Which is crazy. Hello, hello, how are you? If there is anybody crafting on here, feel free to let me know what you're working on. I know sometimes I have some friends come on that are crocheting different things. They're crocheting a lot of like stuffed animals last time, which was really cool. I don't know how to do that. So I always like hearing what people are able to create from just some simple yarn. So if you are working on anything, let me know. I'm doing something very tedious. Where am I from? I live in the States. I'm from South Carolina. The Low Country. Four inches of ribbing is a lot. This is going to be a warm sweater. So the thing about making sweaters from other people is, one, I can't measure you to make sure it will fit, but also they would be very, very, very expensive as far as me purchasing the yarn and the amount of hours that go into this. So as I said earlier, this will probably take me like a month and a half to make. It's not a quick thing. Like this part right here, just the collar of the sweater is probably going to take me like 2 more hours. And I've already worked on it for probably 2 hours. So, and that's just the collar. So you absolutely can, but it would be very like, it would be expensive. But we could definitely talk about it. If you wanted to send me an email, you can go to jennaknits.com and you can send me an email through there. If you're serious about it, definitely go to my website. My website, I just sell candles, but I'm hoping this year to get some knits on there. But if you're serious and want me to knit you something, I absolutely will, and we can talk about price and talk about what you want me to make. Okay, yeah. Yeah, send me an email and we can talk about it. That sounds great. I have one commission project that I'm pending yarn for right now. Because it's 4 colors, I think is what I ended up ordering. Hello. But he wants a beanie, 4 different colors. So I'm waiting for some yarn to come in. But also where we live right now, it's like literally almost 100 degrees. So I'm like, it's early beanie season. Are you sure you want it? Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that too. That's awesome. I absolutely appreciate the support. But my commission projects have typically been beanies in the past, just because those are quicker to knit, kind of like get those in and out. But knitting a sweater would be lovely. Yeah, I need to actually check and see when that yarn is gonna get here, because that's gonna be a really fun one. He wants it like the vintage Mighty Ducks colors. So like the plum and the teal and like the silvery white and black. It'll look pretty sick when it's done, to be honest. It's gonna look really cool. I'm ordering a bunch of lace weight and I'm just gonna hold them all together. No? These are pretty cool. I have a spare like cord right here. So this is like the cords that I use, and my needles just screw on there. So it's pretty nice, like interchangeable. So like when I'm done with the collar of this, I can just unscrew my needles and put on my larger size needles. I love working in the round. Knitting flat is a lot for me. I am not a fan of knitting flat. I knit flat a cardigan back in December, and I just did not have a good time. I feel like it takes so much longer. It is a lot easier because you're doing it all in one thing instead of in pieces. Like the cardigan I made, I had to do the back, and then I had to do front panel, and then sleeve, and then sleeve. And this, I will work collar to here, to body, and then these stitches will be set off to the side like on its own cord, and then I'll just hook my needles up to that and then do sleeve, and it's all one seamless piece. So it is a lot easier. And then you have to stitch it together and make sure your stitches. I hate knitting flat. I hate knitting flat. This is what much more enjoyable to me. And you're just doing knit stitches. You're not doing purls like a ton. This is German short rows, but it's only like 6 rounds of that. So I'm not too stressed about that because it's only going to be like 10 stitches at a time. But knitting back and forth when you're doing like, I don't know, 100 purls, it's the worst. The 4 needles? Yeah, so I use, I have, I'm not on the couch, but I have DPNs that I use for like socks, and I'll use those for sleeves. Like when the stitches get low, I'll switch over to the square, like where it's like needle, 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 needle. I'll switch to those. I love working in those. Those are so fun to use. And they look way crazier than they actually are. I feel like I knit way faster with DPNs. Like for my kids' sweaters, I'll start them off on DPNs. Just because the circumference is smaller. Those are really fun. It's about to start raining. It just got dark in here. What did I just do? Speed knitting. What is that? I don't know what speed knitting is. Is that like the... What is it? There's 2 different styles of knitting. I think, what is it? Continental? Where you hold your yarn completely. I can't figure that out. I think I knit English is the way that I knit. Not anymore. No, I'm not. Yeah, I never got a grip on continental. Yeah, European. Yeah, I can't figure it out. And I also can't figure out how to crochet, so I feel like that makes sense as to why that doesn't connect for me. But I'm also somebody where I'm like, this way already works for me, and I feel like I go at a pretty decent pace. So I'm not in a rush with my crafting time. Like, I won't be able to wear this sweater probably until January. So I'm not like, get it done. I don't like to just pump stuff out. I like to enjoy the time that I'm doing it. So continental looks really crazy to me, but so does crocheting. So I feel like that makes sense. But this is also the way that I learned. So if it's not broke, I'm not worried about switching it up. I really want to learn to crochet. I've been saying that for probably 3 years now, but it intimidates me. It really does. It intimidates me a lot. So I just stick to getting into more complex patterns in knitting. Like, I think I've only done one pattern that had German short rows, so that's something that's unfamiliar to me. Getting into patterns that show more color. Color work is not something I typically do. So I'm just kind of like starting to complicate my stitches and complicate my patterns instead of learning a whole other craft. I don't know. In my brain, it just feels safer. And I feel like hooks are really expensive too. Like, I already have really nice needles. I don't want to also have to go out and get really nice hooks. How often do I go live on here? I go live every other Sunday, but I will be doing a back-to-back one where I'm live this Sunday and next Sunday. So, but it's typically on Sunday afternoons. And I just come on here and I knit, or I do some knitting chores. Like last time I had finished a project and then I just ended up cleaning up my yarn and like rewinding yarn while we were just kind of talking, which was really nice. I got a lot of knitting chores done and ended up staying live for way longer than I planned. It was a lot of fun. And so this time I have cast on and we are working through this one. So I'll be working on this one for a while in my lives. Because once I get through like the raglan stitches right here, I won't need to concentrate as much. But I have to count stitches and all that nonsense once I'm done with the collar, so I won't do that on live. That would be great for you to join me next time. That would be lovely. I don't like working with mohair, I'm not gonna lie. Oh yeah. I'm glad it's relaxing to watch. Yeah, I'm glad we're gonna be good friends. Those are both two great comments. Sorry, I was zoned in on my mohair. It keeps like, I hate fuzzy yarn. I do, but I feel like it's gonna add such a nice shine to this project and a little bit of dimension, a little bit of softness and all the things that mohair is supposed to do, but honestly, I can't stand knitting with mohair. It hurts my fingers and it gets caught on everything. I think in one of my lives in the near future, I'll be frogging a project, so that'll be fun. I did my own pattern 2 years ago, I think it was. It's a beautiful sweater, but I never wear it because it's a mohair blended sweater. And it's a little bit more snug, so this one's going to be loose and not like right on my skin. This one has a lot of positive ease, and so I never wear that one because it's just itchy and miserable. I know, yeah. I was saying earlier that it's like almost 100 degrees here, so it seems kind of ridiculous to be knitting this big baggy sweater, but then I don't have to do it later. And I did just knit a t-shirt not too long ago, and I'll probably get some tank tops pumped out this summer too, which will be really nice. But I also knit skirts and stuff, so there's some spring knits that exist. They're just not as much fun to me to make. didn't make sense. Coming back here. Try that again. There we go. That's what I get for staring outside while I was doing a stitch. I don't know how there's so many like impressive knitters out there that can like read books like on a thing while they're knitting. I'm like, how do you not just completely ruin what you're working on? I can't even look out my window for 30 seconds on one stitch. I don't know how people can multitask like that. My brain is like, no, this is what we're doing right now. We need to focus on this. What other hobbies do I have? So I am a knitter. I am a gardener. I am a baker. Those are pretty much the main ones that I have. Those are probably the top 3 things I enjoy doing. Yeah, that's pretty much what I do in my spare time. I spend a lot of time outside. I go hiking a lot. I just went hiking yesterday. I spend a lot of time outside. Yeah. But I live on a bunch of islands in the low country, so I have that benefit of being able to be outside all the time. It doesn't really get too terribly cold here. It just gets like regular fall weather for other places and then a bazillion degrees in the summer. So, yeah, I just like being outside. I wonder if I even need, maybe I'll keep. I love camping, yes. Trying to plan a camping trip here pretty soon. Up to North Carolina though. Because down here the bugs get really bad in the summer. And so, and I also have a 1-year-old, so when she gets too hot, I don't want her to get too hot and it gets pretty miserable down here. So we'll go up north a little bit, go camping. I'd like to take them up to Congaree and kind of hike those trails a little bit. I just went up there not too long ago, so I know that it's like a kid-friendly spot. But I live in an area where there's lots of cool camping. Oh, really? Nice. Yeah, I love camping. I haven't gotten to go in a little while, but that would be really, really fun. Hoping we can go soon. Yeah, the bugs that we have down here are like gnats and mosquitoes and things like that. Not like, I don't know, we also have some pretty wicked spiders too, but gnats are really, really, really frustrating. It's also almost fire ant season too. They'll start waking up, which is a bummer. Yeah, we get wasps too. They have definitely woken up. I got in my car the other day. It said it was 102 in my car, so it's definitely time for the wasps to wake up, which really sucks. Where are you located where you get wasps? There's been some people I've talked to about like wasps and gnats and fire ants, and they have no idea what I'm even saying. What? That's crazy. No, it's like hot outside. It's hot and it's humid. Like from now on out, like for probably till like maybe October, it's gonna be like 70-80% humidity. It gets so sticky in the south. It's already very toasty. But But it does look like it's gonna rain, so I bet the temperature's dropping right now, which is nice. If it rains, I'll probably go on the porch. I'll move us somewhere else. Because right now, with it being so hot, I'm not going out there with wool. That just sounds like a bad time. How long is my live feed? It kind of depends on how long, what I'm doing, like how long it takes for me to get what I want done. Like last time I was just doing knitting chores, and when I got those done, there were requests for me to knit like hair ties and stuff. But my goal on this live today is to finish the collar, which is 4 inches. Let's see. And I am at 2 inches. So whenever I knit 2 more inches, then I'm done. Because that's just my goal for today. I try to hang out, do my knitting goals, and then hop off. I know that's like a super vague answer, but however long it takes me to knit 2 inches is how long it is. Maybe an hour. I don't know. My hands are pretty tired today, so we'll see. But it is different every time. It also depends how many people are in here. Like last time we were just hanging out, so I stayed on for like 2 hours or something. Actually, I feel like it was more than that. It was like dark out when I got off. But I mean, if people are wanting to chat and I'm just hanging out at home with nothing to do, I'll hang out and cast something on, just chill out. Sundays are pretty quiet days for me, so I don't have much to do. I knock out everything I need to do in the morning so that I can just kind of chill out for the rest of the afternoon. Oh, wonderful. Thank you for joining me today. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit. Hope you have a good rest of your day and see you in the next one. When what? Thank you so much. I appreciate your support. I'll be back on here again next Sunday, so hopefully I see you then. When was the last time I went out to dinner? I mean, technically yesterday. Technically yesterday was like a late lunch. We did order dinner and just ate it at home, but we went out for like a late lunch. What kind of dinner? Like a fancy dinner? I feel like it's a vague answer. I go out to dinner a lot. I feel like there's more to your question. I just don't know what type of details you would like. Were you in my live last time? Somebody that I had to kick out last time that kept having issues with me crossing my legs, which makes me just want to keep my legs crossed and not sit comfortably. I had to kick out a lot of people last time. Do you want to come over for dinner? Yes, I do, but I can't respond to you right now. What time is it? Oh yeah, I got time. Yeah, I feel like this sweater is going to turn out so pretty. I'm really excited about it. I love doing petite knit patterns too. She does a really nice job with her patterns, which is why she's so successful. It makes complete sense. But every pattern I've done from her has just fit so beautifully. So I'm pretty excited to have another one. I think I only have two. And then my son had one, or has one, and then my daughter's newborn sweater, like when she was first born, was a petite knit pattern, and they all were matching, just different colors. I did the anchor sweater, which I would really like to make another one of those, because it's just so beautiful. Her patterns are really fun, and they help me like learn different techniques too, so she kind of like challenges me a little bit. Like I've never done short rows. I think I've done short rows maybe once. But not in the way that she's having me do them in this particular pattern. So I think that that'll be really fun, and then I can get more comfortable with a different technique. And most of her sweaters are top-down raglans, which is what I love. And I like that this one's so baggy because it'll be just so super, super cozy. And I wear, I'll be wearing scrubs to work, so being able to come home and put on something like so comfy, I'm excited about that. Even though that's not for a long time. But my boyfriend and I do like going up to the mountains, so it'll be a nice little like cozy mountain sweater, I think. And I think that this blue one is a wool blend, or maybe it's 100% wool. I really don't know. It didn't have a tag on it. Hopefully it's wool, so it's wicking. So if I did want to go like hiking on it or hiking in it or anything like that, hopefully it would be comfortable and not weird. I don't know if these keep unscrewing today too. That's the problem. I do have a boyfriend. Yes, I do. That's great. How long have you guys been together? You read a little while. Okay. You guys have been together for a little while? That's exciting. Were you in my live last time? Just curious. Your name seems familiar. It is a much quieter Sunday. Maybe I should go on later. Keep going back and forth on that. Like what time I should hop on here. I think last time I came on at like 4. What's your name? What about your username? I'm asking because the last time I went live, somebody had a very big issue with the fact that I had my legs closed, which made me just want to keep my legs closed. And that was your first question in my chat, so I was just curious. I'm gonna have a little snack. Anyways, I'm trying to think if I've watched anything decent lately, like in the last week. I'm still trying to get through Poldark, and I'm like so bored. Show did not live up to the hype that was given to me. And then Nash and I are almost done with Ted Lasso. I think we only have a couple episodes as of last night. And then, but we haven't really watched anything else. Nothing worth commenting on, apparently. And what's your username? Bree Moriarty? I'm answering your question, is bro, but you're not answering mine. Because if you are the person I kept asking last time, I might remove you from my live again. Because I do get kids in my live, because I'm just a crafting channel. So if you make it weird, I'm going to remove you from my live. Like last time. Those of you just coming in, I'm just taking a snack break from my knitting project. I've been knitting for almost an hour. I'm gonna have a little snack. Hopefully I can get this done within the next hour. I already said it, Moriarty. I said the whole thing last time too. Yeah, I'm a little over 2 inches. I need it to be 4. So I'm gonna knit 1 inch in an hour. I have no idea. I don't know anything about your mom, honey. don't know anything about your mom to be able to say what your mom's last name is, what your second name is. I know nothing about you, babe. Other than your username seems very familiar. No, I don't know your nickname, babe. I don't know you. You don't know my nickname either. You don't know my name either. I don't know you. Or do I know you? I don't think I know you. I don't know anybody named Bree. What am I cooking for dinner later? Oy, that's a really good question. I just went to the store and I bought some steak. So I was gonna do just like steak and roasted veggies. Maybe, but that also seems kind of heavy. So I really don't know. That's still to be determined. I kind of just want something easy. Like easy to clean up. Like a pasta dish is always easy. Honey, you can't ask me my name and then say you know my name and then ask me what it is. You're gonna cook me dinner? Oh, that's so nice. What's your favorite thing to cook? Jenna Knits is not my name. That's just my username. That's just my handle. I don't know why our interactions always seem so hostile. Okay. I start every video that I do on here saying that my name is Jenna. So my name is Jenna, but my last name is not Knits. I just happen to knit. I don't like the tone of our conversations. I think it was you last time. And that's why you won't say that it was you last time. I don't know you. I'm not going to tell you my name. Why do you need to know my name so badly? I'm so confused, and you keep hopping in and out of the live too. Why do you need to know my name so badly? This is so awkward. Four. You don't know my new username? Yeah, mine was my real name, so I know you. Or not. You're familiar. I'm familiar to you? I assume you are 4. I don't know what that means. Like 4 years old? I am 4 what? And I'm familiar to you? Like, in what way? Do you know me in real life? I don't know you. Your name is not familiar to me. Unless you're saying your username is not your real name. Okay, me neither. Like, you just seem very passive aggressive and hostile, and I don't love it. I don't know why you come into my lives when you don't like being here. Who are you then? Tell me who you are. It shouldn't be some secret if you know who I am. That doesn't make sense. I don't know what that means. You saying you know me in real life? If you know me in real life, it shouldn't be an issue. I'm so confused. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I'm gonna be done responding to you. I think I've entertained it. So do you want to be on here? Yes, I do. Be on here as in my lives? If you want to be in my lives, like, I would appreciate it if you're a little kinder and don't ask me inappropriate questions. I feel like that's not asking too much. I'm not on here to argue either. I'm just here to knit, guys. I'm just here to knit. That's all I'm here to do. I'm not here to argue with people that claim to know me in real life, but I don't think they do. It's weird. Weird vibe in the chat today. But, anyways, those of you just coming in, I'm knitting a sweater, and I'm just trying to get the collar done while I'm live today. So I've already been in here for about an hour. I have maybe an hour left of this. And it needs to be 4 inches, and I think I'm creeping up on like 2.5 inches. So that's gonna look really, really pretty, I think. I'm knitting the Key Sweater by Petite Knit. It's going to look like this in the end, only it will be blue and gray, not black and white. I'm using this really pretty blue. It's a dark, there's 2 different shades in here. And then I'm pairing that with some white mohair. And then I'm using Rowan Tweed. It's a gray with blue flecks, so it'll complement each other. And I'm debating whether or not I want to run mohair through the whole thing for consistency. I probably will, and that's okay. I don't know who you are, honey, but you ask me inappropriate questions. If you are 10 years old, you do not need to be asking me inappropriate questions. I don't know who you are. You keep saying you know who I am in real life. I don't know you, babe. I don't know anybody who's 10. I'm not being mean to you. You're being inappropriate. So I don't care what age you are. You're not going to come on here being inappropriate. You did this last time too. I open my lives to kids because I get a lot of kids that like to craft and that want to learn, like last time, because you were present for that. So I open my lives to kids. That's fine, babe. You can leave my live. You can leave my live. Unsubscribe. Don't pop on here when I'm live. You're not going to ask me inappropriate questions. This is a family-friendly space for knitting. Nothing needs to be weird. Nobody needs to be uncomfortable. Hello, hello. How you doing? Let's change the subject, guys. I do. How are you doing? Things got a little weird. Thanks for saving the day right now. What have you been up to this weekend? Oh, that's rough. I'm so sorry. Does it feel better though? I heard that once you get one pulled, it's like immediate relief. Like obviously it's still tender, but like the actual tooth pain is gone. I'm so sorry to hear that though. That sucks. Were you eating something when it happened? I work in dental. I love teeth. Tell me all about it. Oh, I'm so sorry. That is such a bummer. Girl, I'm gonna have to block you. You gotta stop. We changed the subject now. I'm done dealing with you. I'm so sorry that happened though. That really sucks. That actually just happened to my sister-in-law last week too, and she had to get one pulled. And she was a sad little bear about it. Let me see if I can figure this out really quick. Timeout. Timeout. Hopefully, I'm putting her in a timeout. I should have done that earlier. Really? Oh, that's so scary. I'm so sorry that happened. At least you had the weekend to kind of heal up a little bit. Oh, it happened at the dentist? When you broke your tooth? Or when they pulled it out? I'm assuming when they pulled it out. Broken in 3 pieces. That's brutal. Now let me pull that. Well, that's good you went somewhere. Had it like professionally removed. Props there. Yeah, breaking a tooth is so scary. That has never happened to me, knock on all the things. But I've been in the dental field for a while, and I just came back into it, and the tooth story's crazy. So many things happen. Hopefully, you have a little time to heal up. I'm sorry. At least it's gone. It won't break again. This is looking pretty good. This is gonna be a warm sweater. Oh man. I just keep trying to remind myself that in January it's gonna feel amazing. But right now I'm like, this is gonna be hot. It'll be cute though, and I'll have 8 months to stare at it before I can actually wear it. So there's something to look forward to. I do want to get a pretty good jump start in some sweaters. I am having a really good day. It's been very productive. Yesterday was kind of like a bounce around day. Like I went hiking in the morning and went on a run, all that good stuff. And so today's been more of like a chores and food preppy grocery shop day. And now I'm just knitting. So it's been kind of chill weekend. It's been nice. And it looks like it's about to rain, so it's going to get really cozy soon. Yeah, it was really beautiful yesterday, but it was crazy. So usually when I go hiking, I tie my car key to my shoes, tie it up. And we were way down this trail before I realized that I didn't feel my car fob on my shoe. And so we had to re-hike most of what we did to go find my key in the middle of the woods. So now I know I need to invest in a fanny pack or something because we're very lucky that I found my key. Yeah, it was an adventure for sure. And then we went and got poke and it was awesome. Yeah, that's never happened to me before. I've been tying my key to my shoe for a bazillion years and that's never happened. And of course it happened in the middle of the woods. You gotta be kidding me right now. But luckily we found it, all is well. But now I'm too paranoid to do that again, so I need to go buy something. Like a little backpack or something. It was really fun. It was beautiful outside. And then we went out towards the beach area to go get lunch. It was really fun. It was a nice day. Spring break is over. I don't want to go back to work. Did you really? Oh, that's fun. Is it for a family member or for a friend? What's a girl? That's so sweet. Oh my goodness. That's so sweet. I didn't do gender reveal parties for my kids. I don't know why. Oh, that's a big deal. Is it their first kid? I did do baby showers for my son. I didn't do one for my daughter, and I didn't do gender reveals either. But what I did is I didn't tell anybody what I was having. So it was a surprise for everybody else. Oh, that's really sweet. Yeah, I have a gender reveal to go to on the 30th, and I've never even been to one. They just look like fun. That's really, really cool. Oh man, things starting to kick my butt. It's taking me a lot longer to get this bit done than I thought. Oh no. Sad. No one likes wet nachos. That's depressing. That sounds like a nice party though. You had a pool you could chill out in. I don't think the one I'm going to is gonna have a pool. They were good nachos. Hopefully you were able to remedy that with more nachos. Dang. The pool sounds amazing today. It is toasty this weekend. But the pool in my complex is still closed. It magically broke right before the pools were supposed to open. So now there is no pool. Ooh. Oh. I have a song stuck in my head and it will not go away. And I've tried to listen to it. Oh no, I have successfully listened to it probably at least 7 times today. And it's still stuck in my head. What's he playing? Whoop, 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 whoop. Uh-oh. Oh. Yeah, I don't want to play video games anymore. I did in a past life. I don't anymore. Come on, this is why I hate mohair. I regret deciding to use this yarn. This was an impulse decision to include mohair in this project and regret it. Oh my gosh, that's awful. Ain't no way. That's a little too dedicated to the game, in my opinion. To wake up at 2 a.m. to play, that's crazy. No, thank you. Mm-mm. I think I might give myself about 15 more minutes. My hands are starting to cramp. That's one reason why I don't like working with mohair is because it's really like, the texture is just really itchy. Like, I don't know, the only way I can describe it is like dries out your fingers, makes them feel like squeaky, like plasticky. And this isn't like a synthetic mohair, it's a nice one, but I hate the way it feels, and so I feel like I can't do as much as I want. I regret adding it to this. It's gonna be so pretty at the end, but now I feel like I just made this process not enjoyable. Because the blue one, it feels nice. I don't know what it is, but it does feel nice. But mohair is just like prickly and it just... it's still on my list of things to try, but I'm genuinely too scared. I was talking about it earlier where I was saying that instead of just learning to crochet, I'm like complicating my knitting patterns instead and like mastering different stitches or like different techniques because I'm so nervous to learn how to crochet because it's just such like a foreign situation. And I've watched one of my best friends, she crochets, and I watch her do it. I'm like, how do you know what you're doing? How do you know how many stitches you have? How do you know where your hook goes? Like, I don't get it. And literally, my brain just cannot figure it out. Oh, that's awesome. I wish that I was like artsy in that way. Like, the only real artsy thing I do is knit. I knit, I bake, I garden, but knitting's the only like craft that I do. I've heard that crochet is easier than knitting, but my brain just cannot. I'm overwhelmed and I've never even attempted. Like I have a hook, like a little spare hook to help if I drop a stitch in a sweater or something. Hello. And so I'll use that to like fix my stitches sometimes, but not really because I feel like I'm doing it wrong. So I just do it a different way. Like, I don't know, it intimidates me so much. I don't think it makes any sense as to why I'm scared to do it. Oh, nice. I'm a Pisces. So I'm March. My birthday just passed a couple weeks ago. But I don't know what that means as far as like hobbies go. I don't know if Pisces are like crafty people. I've never really thought to look that part up. I didn't have a good time on my birthday, unfortunately, but I spent most of the entire day knitting, so that was really nice. I almost knit an entire, like, short sleeve t-shirt sweater, but it was kind of a rough weekend, so I didn't have a great time, but, like, my girlfriend DoorDashed me, like, cake and some drinks and, like, a situation. It was cute, but yeah, it was a bummer of a weekend. I'm not gonna lie to you. It wasn't a great birthday, but that's okay. It's all good. I still had some people that tried to make it special, so that's good. Exactly. I will have more birthdays. It's okay. It's all good. My birthday has been kind of like jinxed for years though. So I try not to get my hopes up too much on my birthday. That time frame just always, I have a lot of like sad landmark, like memory moments always surrounded like within 2 days of my birthday. So yeah. Maybe I should start celebrating my half birthday. Maybe my half birthday is where my birthday success will come from. I don't know. I can be one of those people that celebrates their half birthday. I gotta figure out when that is. When would be my half birthday? I think it would actually be October, wouldn't it? Really? Where at in Georgia? I love Georgia. You don't know yet? There's a lot of places in Georgia, and northern Georgia versus southern Georgia could not be more different. Georgia is a really, really cool state. Where I'm at in South Carolina is kind of like almost like bordering Georgia. So, yeah, Georgia's a cool spot. And in October, oh my gosh, that's like the best time to go to Georgia. That's when like it's absolutely gorgeous outside. Don't go now. Don't go now. Don't go probably until October when it cools off a little bit and everything like settles and it's just pretty. I think it's hot. I'm serious. It gets yucky down here. I'm used to it because I've been here forever. But I wasn't born here, but I've been here long enough. But there's some days where I'm like, oh my gosh, why do I live here? But it's beautiful. That's why. I feel like, let me get this picture. Yeah, really. This kind of is interesting. Okay. It's almost like a mock turtleneck. This is going to be warm. It's going to be pretty though, but it's going to be warm. What kind of school do you go to? I only go to school to teach right now. But I miss being in school for my own academic benefits. Nice. What grade are you in? Very cool. I teach pre-K right now. You're fourth grade, you know how to crochet? That's sick, man. Do you have any friends that do it too? I'm trying to teach my son how to knit. That's awesome. I love hearing that because in the last couple of lives I've done, there's been a lot of kids in here because this is, it's a family-friendly channel. We're just knitting and stuff. Like, so many kids want to learn how, and they already had like a group of friends that knew how to do it. I only have friends that know how to crochet. I don't have any friends that knit. And I wish I did. That's why I go live on here, is to try to find friends that knit, or like to be like, I don't know, be able to talk about yarn with people. That's so good. That's really exciting. Yeah, my son, he's 4, but he's been around me knitting his whole life, and so he's really excited to learn. I think I might teach him over the summer. I think he's old enough to know. I think you would enjoy it. And that's a nice little calming thing that you can do. And you make something like productive out of it, awesome. That's very, very cool. That's impressive, man. I think I'm gonna hop off here in a couple minutes, man. My hands are getting tired. An hour and a half. I'm still not done with this part. This sweater's gonna take me a long time. It's gonna take me a long time. But I hope you had a good spring break. Have a good day at school tomorrow. All that good stuff. I'll be back next weekend on here. Keep knitting this same project. But thanks for tuning in, hanging out with me for a little bit today. Oh my goodness. My needles keep unscrewing. I don't know what that problem is. But what to do your own mechanical work? What do you mean? What kind of mechanical work? I don't understand your question. I'm not gonna lie to you. Rephrase it. I'll try to figure out what you're trying to ask me, and then I'm gonna log off. Oh, it's Spanish. What? I'm still so confused. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna get out of here, give my hands a little bit of a break, but thank you for hanging out with me for a little bit today. I'll be back on here next Sunday. Hopefully I would have made, no, I do not like milk. I do not. I don't do dairy or gluten or anything like that. But I will see you guys in the next live. Hop in when you can. It's usually going to be later in the afternoon after I get all of my chores and nonsense done, but hopefully I will have made progress. I did about 2.5 inches today. Actually, it looks like I might have done 3. Let's see. Oh, I'm so close. I was right on the money though, 2.5 inches. Sick. So I need to get to 4 inches. So I'll finish this probably tomorrow and then get that bit done. And then we'll be working on the body next weekend, guys. But have a great rest of your day. If you're finishing spring break, I hope you had a nice break, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.